Live. I'm on the beginning of my life. Live. Oh. That here. Yo, what's up, dude? Hi, Joe. Hi, Beardsome. How y'all doing? Everybody chilling? I just had some lunch, so I wanted to hop on YouTube Live. Hi from Bangladesh. Hello. Hello to you too. One left to live. Just fine. How was Scent Explorer, whatever it's called? Oh, dude, it was so much fun. Literally so much fun. I just posted a YouTube short, and if you go to my Instagram, I have videos of my experience there. Oh, it was the best. Like, I love New York, and the people in New York were all awesome. Hi, Point God, how are you? Hello from Miami. Hello, Thurston. Happy Tuesday. I was watching your Black Phantom review. Oh, that's a good fragrance. Thoughts on vintage Creed Aventus? You know what? I don't think I've tried the vintage one yet. But I mean, there's a reason why. The main one is very iconic. You know, a lot of people love it. I actually have a video coming out tonight. If you guys know you've heard of Oda Erica. So she's great. She's beautiful. I met her for the very first time in New York, and we recorded a video for her channel, and it's going to be available tonight. I think 5 p.m. Western time. So it was really, really fun. We went to her hotel room, and she's like, just be honest with me about like the fragrances, what you like, what you don't like. You know, just keep it real. So I was like, okay, we're gonna be rating fragrances. And then I saw on her thing that it said like, oh, Melissa hates these, and I'm like, oh my god, the niche heads are gonna come at me. But it wasn't like hateful. Just so you know, just honest. All right. Yo, why wasn't Jeremy Fragrance there in the meet? I did see him. I saw him, but you know, he's a busy man. I saw him in passing, just said hi. But yeah, I didn't really get to interact with him as much. That's good. New York is really nice. Was there last summer with the wife. Not as clean as I would have thought. You know what? When I think of New York, the first thing that comes to mind is not clean. But I don't know. I like the whole vibe of the places that I went to there. And I will say that, yeah, Queens was a lot of fun. I feel like with Manhattan, especially on a weekend, like all the tourists, and I know that I was a tourist, but geez, some people lack spatial awareness, bro. Like, you know when you're going down like the subway, right? Like, or like you're in front of a staircase and people are like, oh, where am I? And they're literally taking up so much space in the walkway, like in front of everybody, and they just stop and they're like, I'm like, do people not know that they can pull off to the side? Like, where is the awareness going on? You know what I mean? I don't get it. All right. Scent of the day is Elysium, actually. I went to Costco, and I was like, dang, I gotta wear a fragrance. And it was hot today. It's in the 70s. And I threw on Elysium. Did the place smell like Le Labo? To be totally honest with you, I didn't smell anybody wearing a fragrance. I know people probably were, but I think that the whole room was pretty well ventilated, or maybe there was just so much fragrance in the air that I just went nose blind to all of it. I doubt it's that though, because you know I could still smell things like up close, but nobody was like crazy overspraying. Everybody there was super nice, and it was just such a joy to be in that room with everybody. We were staying outside of Madison Square Garden. Oh my god. My sister and I passed by MSG because we were like, what's going on over here? Because we were going to go to Bryant Park, so we were walking, right? And we were like, man, there's people like dressed up in like Kiss makeup. It was a Kiss concert, and there were so many people, and I was like, why did we do this? Like, we didn't even get to enjoy our time at Bryant Park because it was just so crowded. Yes, be aware of your surroundings when you're in the Big Apple. Yeah. No, I mean, like, I was just so surprised, bro. I was like, are you kidding me? Please move. You know what I mean? Hello, hi. Oh, you guys, you're sweet. Thank you. Sending love to Bangladesh as well. Antoine, my guy, how's it going? I'm doing really well. Did you all go out to eat dinner? I saw a guy knock over a lady and kept running in, in New York. You know what? People are on a schedule over there. We didn't all go out to eat. I did get to meet everybody though, but you know, everybody had like kind of different schedules and stuff like that. So it was, we didn't have like a day of like, oh, you know what? At 7 p.m., let's all go to dinner here. You know, so it was cool. Do you win any games of pool against your sister? I do, but that like honestly, she beat me those 2 times. And I will say that second game, because we were rushing for the airport, right? And we are like, all right, hold on. I was like, I stopped thinking. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm going to make this fast. And I was garbage the second game. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I have a date tomorrow. Nice. Needed a suggestion among Leighton Exclusive, Tobacco Vanille, and Black Phantom. Very nice options. Honestly, all of those would go really well. I would say if you give off more of a badass vibe, then go with Black Phantom. If you like the easy one that a lot of people love, just like even people that are not into fragrances, Tobacco Vanille is very popular. Like it's a popularly loved scent, but it's not like popularly worn, if that makes sense. Like when people go to the mall and smell it, they just fall in love with it immediately. But Leighton Exclusive is also very different as well. Like Leighton is it's a good fragrance. I would personally, I don't like Exclusive as much as I like the original Leighton. So if you want to go challenging, just go Black Phantom. If you want to go like just sweet, likable, go with Tobacco Vanille. I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. Any new fragrance brands that stood out to you at Scent Explorer? I just posted a YouTube short about this, and I'm gonna be posting it, like my full video, just talking about it on literally probably after this live, but go check it out. It was just so, like that scent was the main standout to me. And I don't even have a bottle of it yet. So I want to like reach out to the brand and probably get a bottle to like showcase to y'all. It's the cigar one. Yeah, it's called Philosophia. And I'm telling y'all, no bullshit. And you guys know how I am. I don't bullshit about what I like and what I don't like, right? And that scent, out of everything that I smelled there, was my favorite. It was the one that just kept playing in my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you go out and you're talking to a lot of people, meeting a lot of people. There's always that one person at the end of the night that you're like, why are they on repeat right here? You know what I'm saying? That was that fragrance. Okay. Props on the recent video with Curly and other content creators. Big moves for the new year. Oh, thanks so much. They were so sweet. You know what I mean? Like it's so cool to have seen the other content creators. And it's like you know, everyone, like people are just people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like as a content creator sometimes, like, you know, a lot of what I do, it's on social media, right? So like you see numbers, but you kind of forget that there's people behind those numbers, right? And you're like, when I go into an event and then there's people that are like, oh, I watch your videos. I love this so much. This is my username. I'm like, dang, like this is so wild. And in the same regard, it's kind of like, you know, if you're somebody that is commenting on somebody's videos and stuff like that, it's easier to say things that you normally wouldn't say in person, right? Like it's easier to be more rude online because, you know, you can get away with it. You're behind a keyboard and stuff like that. But when you're like meeting these people, you're like, yeah, these are literally just people like you and me that are just having fun with what they do. And then when when I was at an event like that, I'm like, man, I don't know where all of the hate comes from, right? Because there's always going to be hate regardless of like what you're doing and stuff like that. But when I was like in that building with people, and I'm sure there are people in that building that did not agree with my opinions and probably didn't like my stuff, but nobody was coming up to me being a hater or anything like that. In fact, people were just so loving. And I'm like, man, this is what it should be like. You know, people, like, it's just, like, those type of interactions to me, it's just my favorite. So it's very humbling to be face to face with people and to really hear their opinions and hear them talk to you. Okay, surprised you have Burlington 1819 in your profile picture. Love that fragrance. That, man, that was a screen grab from one of my videos. I love that. Hello from Italy. Hi. Recommend some fresh sweet for everyday stronger with you. Hold on. An everyday fragrance for stronger with you? Who stood out, smelled the best? The person that I remember smelling was Andrea, Curly Scents, because I went to Erica's hotel room to record a video with her, but Andrea was there, and I met her there, and I gave her a hug, and she just, I could smell her, and I was like, you smell good. I was like, girl, you smell good. You know what I mean? So that one was, I don't even know what the fragrance was, but that was fantastic. What's good, Mel? Hey, Zane, how you doing? One more question. Did you wear elixir? Hell yeah, I wore Sauvage elixir. I told y'all, I don't play. You know, when y'all are like, you know what? Wear it, rep it, and wear it. I wore that. I wore that. And the thing is, after the event, not during the event, right? When I went up to meet with somebody afterwards, it was a hit. It was a hit. So elixir, it bangs, all right? Because I know that it's a Sauvage, so people immediately like to hate on it. But it's like, that's why I like to share with you guys, like, real world experience. Real world experience matters, y'all, all right? She's also by, I can see y'all thinking, like, is she? I love that. Love that, sister. Just playing, I'm not bi, but, you know, I love that. If she is, that's cool. That's cool. Thoughts on the GTA 6 trailer? I have not seen it, and I have not played GTA in a long time. Love elixir, I own it too. Nice, dude. Really, really nice. But I like that fragrance is still in my mind. Like, I need a bottle of Philosophia. I want to talk about it. And the thing is, that's the type of fragrance that would be perfect for New York because it's cold there right now. Here, I literally went to Costco and it was still, I'm like, all right, I can still wear my sweater. So I had like a sweater on. The second I got out of Costco, it was freaking hot outside. And I'm like, oh my God. So it was a good thing that I wore Elysium. But still, you know, I want to be able to wear these sweet scents, but the area that I live just typically does not allow for that to happen. So Dylan Blue versus Allure Homme Sport. I'll go Dylan Blue. I watch Curly Scents channel too. She says she does 30 sprays. Dang, girl. Love that. If that's your thing, go rock it. You know what I mean? I do know that there's different, like, depending on how strong your fragrance is, that's what you do. But like I've always said in all of my videos, like, just be, like, aware of where you're going, right? Like, of course, if you're going to party it up and you're going, like, bar hopping, you're going to a lot of clubs and you want to apply your fragrance, then sure. But you're not going to do the same amount of sprays clubbing as you would at your office job, you know? So that's just sort of the common sense that, I mean, you guys just understand that I probably don't have to explain. And the thing is, I have explained it because people still get lost with it. But, I mean, much like 95% of people on my channel, you guys are smart. You know what I mean? You don't need me to say, hey guys, be careful where you wear this, all right? Make sure that you're considerate, like it's a first grade class. Everyone's like, yeah, you know what? This is an office scent. I'm gonna wear an office scent. Just blending. You know what I'm saying? What's my favorite perfumes? Oh man, I did my top fives, my top 5 favorite fragrance video of the month a couple weeks ago. But Elixir, I love Elixir right now. Love Elysium, love Aqua Oud, Salt and Pepper, and Oud Wood. Those were my top 5, but I need to get a bottle of Philosophia to put on my skin because I like it. Did I even continue on more wears? I don't think I did. It was like, that's the To Me fragrance, right? Like the luggage fragrance. It's good, but honestly, I wasn't like, oh, I gotta keep wearing this, you know? Do I have a favorite and least favorite Montal fragrance? I need to try more Montal scents. My favorite is probably Intense Cafe Ristretto, and yes, the Ristretto. My least favorite, I'm not too sure yet. I wasn't really a fan of Honey Oud as much. Do people comment on your fragrance every day like normal day-to-day people? I feel like not a lot of people compliment in real life that much. It depends where I'm going, right? Like if I'm just going to run errands, it will probably rarely happen that somebody stops me in my tracks. Like if I'm going to the grocery store or something, but it has happened. And all those times, I think for the most part, I have shared and documented on my channel. But if I'm going somewhere like a party, or if I'm going to be hanging out with people, then yes, like, and these like, you know, I'm meeting new people and stuff like that. I do get complimented on my fragrances if they like it. But again, for the most part, if I'm minding my business, running errands, like all the people I'm around are not going to just stop me and ask me for that. Hi, Melissa. Hi, I have a 4mm 20-inch rope chain and want to pair it with a shorter 18-inch. What link do you think would look best? Why don't you try a Franco? That'd be sick. Try a Franco chain. Hi, Hamza. How are you? I get compliments when I overspray. If I spray only 5 to 6, people don't notice. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, typically I like 5 to 7 is, you know what? 5 to 10 when it's a bit weaker for me. If it's a stronger fragrance, I do less than 5, and it tends to work out well. Just because whenever I go places, that at least the way that I wear fragrances, and I'm sure that y'all have heard me say this before, is I wear it so that when you smell me, like it's more intimate, right? So it's not something that I want to walk into a room and everybody's able to smell me. I want it to be something that, okay, maybe if I brush by somebody's shoulder and they catch a whiff of my scent trail, like, oh, she smells good. Or if I'm having a one-on-one conversation with you, or we're somewhere where it's like loud at the party and I'm trying to get closer to you to talk to you, then you'll be able to smell it. So still something considerate, but something that's gonna reel people in, not punch them in the face. You know what I mean? So to me, I find that, like, because it also kind of, you know, like with your personality and you're like chatting it up a bit and then you smell good and it's just like you want to get closer to it. Like, I find that more attractive than just out the gate, everyone can smell me, you know? But shout out to the people that do that. There's, if that's what you like to do, there is no wrong answer, you know? Your guess is Leo for, what was the question? Oh, what's my zodiac sign? Guess. Somebody put Leo down, but let's see what else you guys say. Air Max 90 white or Air Force white? Air Force Ones, bro. I don't even know what the Maxes look like. I'm not a sneakerhead, is the thing. I am not. I wore Mercedes-Benz Club Black layered with Zara Pour Homme 3 was stopped in my tracks by a woman demanding what I was wearing. Aren't those experiences just so fun, though, y'all? Like, when you are out and about and you smell good, but you're just like focused on other things, and then a stranger actually like stops you and is like, you smell so nice, can you tell me what you're wearing? Or like if you're checking out at the grocery store or getting food to go and the cashier's like, can you tell me what that fragrance is? You smell so good, you're the best smelling person I've smelled like the whole week, right? Those compliments make my day. I love that stuff. All right, so video idea, Melissa asking Chat GPT for layering recommendations or combinations. That is so funny. I love that idea. Okay, I have not tried Ombre Nomad yet. You got the rock chain. Nice. How do you like it? Ordered Naxos Hair to Angel Share. Good choices. Yeah, Will. Those are great. How many sprays of salt and pepper do I do? If I'm gonna be stepping out for a while, I could get away with 10 sprays of it. Yeah, 5 to 10 sprays is what I do. Gemini, interesting. Gemini again. Capricorn, okay. All right. How many sprays do you recommend and where to apply? For something at like red tobacco, I would only do 2. But a go-to spot for me when it's a strong fragrance is I do the back of my neck. Because if I put it too close to like this area, it gets overwhelming for my nose. Like my nose starts working overtime, you know? So I'm like, damn, she needs a break, you know what I mean? So I like having it on the back of my neck because I have that scent trail. And then because it's strong, I could still smell it on me. So that's where I like to apply it. Cancer, okay. Pisces, all right. Do you prefer Elysium cologne or the Parfum, which is the best? I have more experience with the cologne. I'm almost done with it. Like I said, I was spraying it. I swear I did about 10 sprays, but like 7 of those weren't coming out. So I was like, I'm almost done with it, dude. I'm almost done. But shout out to Raja Parfums for hooking me up with another bottle of the blue Elysium. But I like when I'm done with my my OG blue one, I will be using the Parfum version more. Okay, I am Cancer. You're right about that. Have you ever stopped a guy and asked what he was wearing because it smelled amazing? What was the scent? No. No, I have never stopped a guy to ask him what he was wearing. Like I've said before, a lot of the guys that I smell in passing in the area that I live and go out in, majority of them are wearing like the EDT or EDP version of Dior Sauvage or Bleu de Chanel, and those are nice. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's not like something where I'm gonna be like, oh, like gonna stop and compliment that scent just because I smell it on literally almost every dude that owns a fragrance, you know. So it's it's a norm for me, you know. How do you feel about Oceania these days? I still love it. It's still one of my favorite Roger fragrances for sure. So like a 3 millimeter, 18-inch Franco with my 4 robe, or keep it the same. You could keep it the same, but I would say 3. I think there's a clean look about 3 millimeter chains. 4 is nice too, and again, this kind of depends on how you're built, right? So like if you're a bigger body, then 4 might look like 3 on you, but 3 is just a nice, classy look. I feel every single person that I've seen a 3 millimeter chain on, even if they're bigger build, it looks good. Like it looks good, you know. Scorpio, interesting guess, Antoine. Very interesting guess. How do I feel about Prada Black? It's a good fragrance. Taurus. Okay, that chat GPT thing is so funny. Rio recognized Rio Cancer Gang. See, you know me. You know me, man. Do you prefer Baby Cat over Tuxedo? Here's the thing, I have not smelled it yet, but when I was at Scent Explore, I met this lovely woman that was wearing it, but it faded off her skin by the time that, you know, I wanted to smell it. So she's like, oh, it's not there anymore, but she liked it. She liked it, so. Spice Bomb Extreme Skinner Clothes and how many sprays? Depends on you. Again, watch my spray routine video, guys. I do a lot of my explanations there, but honestly, I do love Spice Bomb Extreme on clothes because, you know, it's a sweet scent and it just, I wear it during cold weather, or I have worn it a lot during cold weather. And it's like, you know, you give somebody your jacket and it smells like you. I think it's always a good move. If I was to compare it, Ombre Nomad is more masculine than Oud Symphony by Precious Liquid. Nice. Ooh, I do like that scent. Okay, have I smelled Mephisto? I think I have. I swear that I have, and I was kind of about it. You know, I was a little bit. But I will say the Serchoff Torino 21 and 22 I do like. Those were those are probably also good fragrances that I tried for the first time in New York. That I was like, yeah, this kind of bangs. You know what I mean? What do I think about Memoirs de... Oh, I have not tried anything from imaginary authors yet. Would love to, but it just has not happened. Same with... Wait, actually, did I try Ganymede? No. I was asked about that fragrance, but I don't know if I tried that scent, you know? And in case you guys didn't see this or hear me say this in the beginning of this live, I have a video coming out with Ode Erica. In case y'all know her, she's great. She is a fragrance reviewer. Met her for the first time in New York, and her video is going to be posted today at 5 p.m. She was super sweet, asked me to guest star on her channel and give my opinion. A blind rating is what we did, right? So she had these fragrance samples lined up, and she told me before we made the video, and I think even in the video, I haven't watched it yet because, of course, it hasn't come out yet. But she was like, "Be honest, just tell me what you think." And I'm like, "All right, I promise you, Eric, I will keep it real with you and stuff." So I was so interested, and I can't wait to watch it. But I saw the title of it, and it was like, Melissa hates these men's fragrances, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Like that title alone is gonna trigger a lot of fragrance fanboys. Without even clicking the video yet, I could already feel it, bro. I'm like, oh, here we go. There's gonna be people that before watching it, they're gonna be pissed off. But I'm like, I didn't, like, before, just to give you guys like a behind the scenes, I didn't like hate any of them, in fact. But you know what? I get it. Like, it's like, you know, when you're making videos and you're like, okay, yeah, like this is, you gotta commit. You gotta commit. You can't say, oh, she was like 50-50 about this in the title. You gotta commit to it. But yeah, it was a fun time. She's great. She was great. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Yeah, no, I saw your comment about that earlier about the chat GPT. Yeah, I saw those. The one or Prada L'Homme. I would say for a date night fragrance, the one is good, EDP. Prada L'Homme for an everything else certification, but Prodalone would still smell good on a date. So in terms of versatility, I would say Prodalone. But let me know if you guys watched that video. I'm excited to see it, y'all. She had a dope setup too. She had like a camera. She had lights going on. I was like, hell yeah, girl, damn, this is what we're working with over here. Felt like I was being, like a good, like a legit interview, you know what I'm saying? But it was cool. It was really, really cool. All right, so we tried Lacoste Green. I am down, bro. And in case you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of like stuff about Instagram, like a lot of questions of the things that I try and opinions on things on Instagram and on TikTok, so you guys can just follow me there as well. Just because I get a lot of questions. I feel like YouTube is the one that's probably the most behind with my with how I'm feeling about certain things, because YouTube doesn't have like the DM section and stuff like that, so that's kind of hard. It was a lot of fun. Come to Japan. I would love to go to Japan. Have I tried the Terre de Hermes? Oh, no, I have not. I have not tried that. She hates Sauvage Elixir. Me? Nah, bro, I love the Elixir. Actually, no, I hate it. Nobody should wear it. Just me. Only me. Am I Filipino? Yeah. I'm Filipino. I am Filipino. It's so funny, y'all. I think my video, a short that I did, where I tried Terre de Hermes for the first time a while ago. This was like months ago. I think it's circulating more on YouTube, because I've been like, when I would open my YouTube studio app, I would get like comments, oh, she doesn't know shit, and I'm like, oh my god, this Terre de Hermes fragrance video is circulating on like, it's hitting all the people that, anyways, it's a good time. It's all in, everyone's opinion is valid, but it does kind of make me laugh a little bit when I think of it, especially after coming back from an event like Scent Explore, where it's like people have like they could be very brutal online, but they would never do that to you in person. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's always easy to be tough behind a screen. So everybody that's planning to make a YouTube channel or any sort of social media and express your love for fragrances, whatever it is, just know that that's something that is always going to come. And don't let it skew you, because I promise you, people in person, the ones that are talking like that online, typically can't even make eye contact in real life. So you're chilling. All right. Can I speak Tagalog? I can understand it a little bit, but my family doesn't. Like, they can, but that's not like the main language that we speak. Filipino language, I should say. Have I tried JPG Elixir? No, I have not tried that. Does Carlisle really smell like a hookah lounge? I don't even think I've been to a hookah lounge. No. I don't think it smells like... I've smelled hookah, but I don't think it smells like that, though. There's a fragrance that smells... It's called Smoking... Not Smoking Rouge. There's another one. It's like a photo real... Dang, what was it? It was in that big unboxing fragrance video that I did, like that big box. I'm blanking on the fragrance name. Okay, recommend me some Coca-Cola alike perfumes. Enigma by Rasha. You have a passion for gold, just an idea, why not branch out into watches as well? I would love to actually get into watches. I just am not into watches in the moment. I feel like I would have to really like start liking them in order for me to really want to talk about them. I mean, also I don't wear a watch too, so I'm very convenient with my phone, but I know when the time comes, if I ever become hyper fixated on watches, you will be seeing watch reviews. Most definitely. All right, so I bought Creed Aventus 2023, and people were wrong about the performance being bad. It lasts 6 hours easily. Cool. You dating anybody right now? I wouldn't call it dating. I'm not officially dating. But like there's some talking going on. There's some of that, like don't you guys love that stage, by the way? Like when you're I'm sure a lot of you are booed up because you're all wonderful people and stuff like that. And even if you're not booed up, it's still wonderful. You're still wonderful if you're single, all right? But I always find stages like this interesting where like you're getting to know somebody, and there's like a lot of the flirting, a lot of the, not a situationship, bro. No, that's completely different. That is like a situationship is, to me, that's giving, what's the word for that? That's all the benefits of being in a relationship, but not wanting to call it a relationship. And that's something that I personally wouldn't do, just because it's like, if I'm going to be giving my time and energy to this person and we're already doing all of these things together like a normal couple would, then I would rather just be in a relationship with you. But right now it's like you're just talking, getting to know people, having some fun. You guys know the deal. Y'all know the deal. And tell me, you feel the same way, right? Like, when you're kind of into somebody a little bit and y'all are flirting, you're just kind of riding that wave, right? Okay, that's hilarious though. Situationship. Our classy Melissa, always Angel. I stay classy, all right. And it's so funny because I'll always get flamed on TikTok and on Instagram, because I don't know. I don't know, man. Just people just like to mess with me, and I don't mind. I don't mind. No, like I said, I don't mind y'all messing around because I'm a jokester. So I could take the heat. All right? And I could take it when it's a joke, and I've taken it when it wasn't a joke online. So it's all good. Like, we're chilling. Okay, winter fragrance to impress a girl on the first sniff. I did wear elixir and it did get positive feedback. I did try Herba Gold, Herba Pura Gold, or Herba Oud Gold. And it was like, that's a long-lasting fragrance, though. Holy it lasts forever. Literally forever. But, I mean, you could do things like, somebody mentioned Tobacco Vanille over there. Oud Symphony by Precious Slick would be really good, which is why I would assume Ombre Nomad would be really good. Yo, big shout out to Melissa. Just copped the Victor Off Spice Mom. Ooh, that is gas. I love that you love it. You're messing around with other people is what she means. Nah, bro, no. Come on, man. Classy people can still mess around, but I'm not, Look at me. I'm so happy, by the way, that I do videos where I don't edit my, like, what I'm saying and stuff, because y'all are used to seeing me, like, stutter. Now, like, when I'm on live, I'm not, like, malfunctioning because I'm like, like when you guys catch me off guard with stuff like that. But, just having a good time. Right? Do you have any Parfums de Marly fragrances for women? I love Meliora. Love Delina. Those are my two favorite for sure. God on Salt and Pepper right now. I got so many compliments last weekend. I love that, Ian. Like I said, and I know, like, that's the one fragrance that people will get on my back for, dude. Like, don't know what it is. I haven't mentioned Salt and Pepper in a top 5 video in like a few months. And then, it was Peaceful Waters. And then recently, because I was wearing it again in November, it was in my top 5, and people were like, "Oh, you're just trying to get your bag." I'm like, y'all, I just made a video about fragrances I hate from Precious Liquid. Why do you hate Salt and Pepper as much whenever I bring it up? But I get it, you know what I mean? I ran it into the ground because I was obsessed with it. Sue me. Actually, don't. But, I got hyper fixated on it like I do with a lot of other fragrances. But I will still say it. Even 10 years down, Salt and Pepper, and you're already somebody that doesn't know how to talk to women, and you smell it and you're not impressed, and you're like, "Oh, this fragrance sucks. Like, she's just trying to get commission off it." I'm like, you don't even have to. You just go buy it somewhere else if you don't want to support the channel. But like I said, that thing does not fail around women. It has an 100% track record. So whenever people say that, my first question is, "Are you a guy?" And the answer is always yes. So I don't know. It depends on who you want to trust, right? If you want to get, like, if you want your opinion to come from a YouTube comment from a guy online that doesn't talk to girls, then, go that direction if that's more you. But if you're somebody that's more social and you are, you hang out with a lot of people, you're that social type of butterfly, then try it, bro, because I promise you, people, like, especially women, love that scent. Love it. And I'm not just talking about people in the niche world. Okay, I'm talking about like your everyday person that you're gonna be meeting and interacting with. They love salt and pepper. I promise you. If you do want the code, it's Melissa40. If you don't, all good. But there's no reason for me to keep talking about the scent for as long as I have. All right. If I was just doing it for a quick check, then you would not hear me repeatedly talk about it. You know what I mean? And y'all know me. I don't do videos for a quick check on my channel. I've only had one sponsored video, and it wasn't even for like a specific brand. That was just like you guys know Max Aroma, they're like a retail distributor. You know what I mean? So I'm still honest about what I think about the fragrances they sell. But in the future, which I hope to get, more sponsored videos as the channel continues to grow, I will promise you, as I always have, that I will remain honest with my opinion. I will always tell you if I like something, if I don't like something. Even with a brand like Precious Liquid, right? I love salt and pepper. I talk about that. But I also hate Tobacco Royale and Amber Suede. I don't like those fragrances, so that's where people kind of get mixed up. They get so fixated on the thing that I like and saying that I'm pushing that, but they ignore the video of me saying that balances it out, saying I don't like their fragrances here. So I hope the average person gets it, Okay, what scent is she talking about? DJ, I'm talking about Salt and Pepper by Precious Liquid. My baby, all right? And I'm telling y'all, if I did make those videos like I used to about like, this is the fragrance compliment getter of the day, like whenever I would get a compliment and tell you the name of the fragrance, y'all would be sick of it. You would be sick of how many videos I would have had to make for Salt and Pepper. And that's a recent thing too. I haven't made a video on that, but before Scent Explorer, I wore it and I received a compliment from a stranger on it. And it's December. I mean, it was late November, so it just goes. It goes hard. Melissa, tell me your whole thing. Man, you know what? I don't know if I would do that because it was a special gift from one of my followers. I have a hard time letting go of the things that my followers send me and gift me. Like even the notes, like people would write notes on like scraps of paper. Like, Melissa, I love your channel. And like, I keep every single one of them. Because I'm like, I'm not gonna throw these away. Somebody like they spent their time writing this for me. I'm gonna keep it in a little box. Do I review Middle Eastern fragrances? I have. Hi, Arthens, how are you? I got a dent in my S&P, dude, same. That thing is like more than halfway done for me. And like one of my followers said, dents don't lie. The dents don't lie. If that thing's got a fat dent in it, there's what like I'm not gonna just empty the bottle and talk about it to y'all. That's crazy talk. That's just expensive. You know what I mean? I gotta be wearing it. How would you rank these? Latent side effect. Herbal Pura and Millesime and Cologne would stay down there. Latent would be first. Maybe Hachivat second, side effect third. Yeah. That's probably how I would rank that. Oud for Greatness. I don't think I've even tried Oud for Greatness yet. If I have, it was on a test strip. But I just wanted to answer those questions for y'all real quick. Super excited. Maybe I'll go golfing. I kind of want to hit the range. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. But first I'm going to post the YouTube video. Maybe have some coffee. And then I'll see y'all later. All right, have I tried Tobacco Royale by Precious Liquid? I have. I made a first impression video of that fragrance a while ago. I don't like it. I think if you're a niche head that likes leather, you like tobacco, you're going to love it. But if you're somebody like me that isn't too fond of those notes, then you're not really going to like it. So I'm not going to shoot it down if that's your thing, for sure. All right, but again, thanks, y'all. If you want discount codes, whatever it is, just always ask me. I'll answer your DMs. Yeah, definitely. I'm sus about reviews who showcase full bottles with no dents. You know what? I will say, though, I talk about Naxos, or I have talked about Naxos a lot, and Cedrope Rosé a lot. And there's barely a dent in either of those fragrances. And I understand why people would be like, oh, you've got to be bullshitting because that thing doesn't look sprayed. But the thing is, those fragrances, and I'm going to throw Aqua Oud in there as well, I only do one spray of them. So it's going to take forever, bro. It's gonna take forever for that thing to just like go down. And that's something that I have to kind of like keep saying on repeat. Um, but because again, in comparison to like Elysium and Salt and Pepper, which are fresh fragrances that I can overspray easily, of course those are going to be down faster. But with the ones that I only need one spray of, they still look full. So I always want to try to disclose that. What's your most complimented? I would say my two most complimented fragrances, Elysium and Salt and Pepper. Elysium because, you know, I've worn it the most out of everything in my collection. I just personally love it so much, and it works well with the area that I live in. I've had it for a couple of years, almost done with the bottle already. And Salt and Pepper because the second I got it, it was just so quick with the compliments. Like that thing was racking up in obscene. I think it's probably been complimented around the same amount as Elysium, but in a shorter period of time. But that's just because the sex appeal is crazy on that fragrance. Again, specifically with women. I'm not talking, I don't know how guys would react to it. I have worn it around guys and like, they're like, oh, it smells nice. But the feral reactions come from the ladies with that fragrance. So I love it. It's a good one. Elysium, of course, still a good one. And anything else I want to say? Any other questions here? You love layering both. Cool. I love Naxos. It don't lie in Naxos. Naxos is a great fragrance. Very unique. The average person would not smell like that. And I think that's what would make it stand out. And I know when you hear words like stand out and unique with a fragrance like Naxos, and you're in the fragrance community, you're like, no, it's not. Everybody knows those. But again, y'all, I will keep saying this and running it into the ground. What the fragrance community says online does not translate to how people react in person. In fact, a lot of the times the opposite happens, where you'll see people say Baccarat Rouge, Oud Wood, those are overrated. But when you wear them in public, people love them. They go nuts over them. Versus the fragrance community saying, oh, Creation E and Enigma by Roche Parfum, that's a luxurious fragrance. Everybody loves this. It's so good. But when you wear it in public, everyone's like, why do you smell like an antique store? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I do my best on my channel to keep it real with y'all about how these perform in person. So it's like a difference between, of course, the number one, you liking your fragrance, but then also you ultimately making that decision of, okay, do you want it to smell good with the people you're actually interacting with, or do you want it to impress online fragrance groups? Because typically those two things are going, there's far and few fragrances that are going to be admired by both groups. Typically, it's either one or the other, which is why you hear a lot of hate in the fragrance community with designer scents because they label them as basic. And even the niche fragrances like Leighton, Aventus, Elysium, even Salt and Pepper, those are hated on a lot in the fragrance community because they're like, there's nothing special about it. But when you actually wear it in person, the compliments, the reactions, they beat out anything anybody online says to me personally. Face-to-face interactions count more than online interactions to me. So that's what I base my reviews off of, and that's what I share with y'all with my experiences. Thank you. Chikoji and Hawaiian Rope Chains are both pretty low stock on pendants. Can you list a few other sites for solid 14, 18 gold pendants? I know Seraph has some. Seraph is very hit or miss though. They have good prices, but I just don't like that sometimes the quality is there, sometimes it's not. Saints doesn't really have as many pendants. They don't focus on that. Try DMing me on Instagram because it's blanking right now, and then if I can find one, I'll let you know. All right? But I think that's all I have to say. Again, y'all, go watch that video that I did with Erica, Oda Erica, tonight. It's going to be at 5 p.m., I think, West Coast time. Go check it out. I rated some men's fragrances. I promise you, I didn't hate any of them. All right? Hate is a dramatic word, but it was a fun time, and it was such a great experience to get to meet her and to hang out, spend some time with another content creator. All right, so, hey, Melissa, I just picked up a Precious Liquid decant set. What do you like out of the whole Precious Liquid set? Oh, God, dude, there's so much. I love Salt and Pepper. I'm going to tell you everything I like and then everything I don't like. So, this is what I like. Salt and Pepper, Aqua Oud, Blue Agave, turquoise water. I like mandarin, rose blanche, and I do love Oud Symphony on other people, not on myself. And Iris Sorbet, their new fragrance, is a banger. Like, that's 8 fragrances from the brand that I really, really enjoy. The ones that I'm kind of about, actually, that I don't like, Amber Suede, not my personal favorite. Tobacco Royale, not my favorite. What is that one fragrance? It's not the recent one that came out. It's the batch before then. Oh my gosh. Juniper or something. Ice Juniper, I wasn't really a fan of. There was another fragrance that came out that was released along the same time as Ice Juniper. There's about like 5 or 6 that I was like, you know what I mean? But the first 8 that I mentioned, so good. Shambhala's good. Shambhala is good, but I kind of find it forgettable, especially in comparison to something like Rose Blanche. So there it is, y'all. Hope you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for the love. Love every single person that is on my channels and stuff like that. I really appreciate y'all, and I hope you really know that. All right, so have a good one, and I'll see you in the video that I'll be posting in a bit. All right, take care. Bye.